वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. There are all black screens over here. I cannot see anyone. No eye contact. Humble request, please, please. Ramjeet, MK, Anumit, Neelam, Bhagwan Das, Lakshminder. Please, please, that's my humble request to all of you. So, kal, jo bhi assi kita hai, whatever we did yesterday on the empowerment of the woman, we came to know ki power ai kithu. How did the woman get that power? The reason of that power. And ये टल है, आज भी है, कल भी सी और कल भी रहेगा. Is eternal. It cannot change. But it's the sad part ki one thing I'm making it very clear. I'm not going to give you very deep things and all. कि तुसी बोलो ऊपर से तो ऊपर चला जा रहे हैं. No, very little knowledge ताकि we should be alert. ਸਾਨੂੰ alertness होनी चाहिए. So I will give you very little taste of everything so that you can digest it. So now today we'll just little bit go towards कि ये problem आई कितु शुरू कितु होगी. ये problem कितु शुरू हुई woman दी. ते अगर देखा जाए thousands of years back, Christianity, I'm just giving you the words of different religion. See how they trodden the woman, belittled the woman, insulted the woman, disrespected the woman. उदी power दी कदर नहीं की गई. Christianity says it was generally believed that woman is the devil's gate and destroys God in man. It's a devil's gate. कितनी नीचता है is a devil's gate and destroy God's image in man. If God is in man, the God is not in us. They were not able to clear this up. इसी करके they blamed the women and called them the devil gates. Plato says women are inferior to man. As Aristotle says, woman is an unfinished man. Woman is an unfinished man. Dr. S. Radhakrishna says, Jesus did not marry. And this whole idea, because of not marrying, it was that said that they believed that something was very unclean about normal sex life. As Dr. Radhakrishna says. Then you see in the Mahabharata, what do they say? Woman was considered as wealth and money. The Pandavas born Draupadi. That was the time. In Ramayana, they say Sita was forced to go out of the home. Why? Because Ravana had kidnapped him and some Brahman put some type of a blame on her and she was thrown out of the palace. Now, ये जरिए छह पांच चीज़ें दी discuss की थी है ना इस तो बाद वैदिक आया सी the Vedic period had come. That was a time again औरतों ने pick up किया सी. They lifted the woman. In this society of the Vedic period, they selected the husband. The women could select their husbands. They had equal right in the society. The women were able to take part in the family affairs. This was during the Vedas. But पहले जरी आई सन उसमें down किया है. After the Vedic period, फिर दूसरे Vedic period फिर आए. Other periods were what? Upanishad, Puranas, and the Smriti. ये जो दो periods आई सन. So what happened? Again, women were put down. And what did these people say? At this time, they said, woman is morally low creature. बच्चे सट लग दी है. You must know these things from where it started. Woman is morally low creature. It's a nature of a woman to seduce man in the world. Women were just called for seducing man. That was the reason why wise men are never in company of females. ਉਸ time there was a reason see कि women are there just to seduce the man. इस करके wise men never used to come in connection with the woman. So a downfall शुरू होया after the Vedic. पहले भी डाउनफॉल सी, एक खाली पीरियड आया वैदिक पीरियड जिसने विच उठाया फिर थल्ले कराया. Buddhism, women were not allowed to enter the Sangha. Sangha is what? It's like a congregation. It is like a society. Jithe na, they are having all spiritual type of classes they take. Women were not allowed to enter that. क्यों? वो कहते सन कि अगर औरत उत्ते बढ़ गई, डोमेस्टिक तो पीछे हट गई, तो फिर वो रिलीजन कभी भी उच्चा नहीं उठ सकता, वो खत्म हो जाए. That religion will only finish. That is why women were not allowed. What did the Buddhists do? The Buddhists did this. They did not allow it. Muslims came the burqa, the sunnat system. That is why a woman was not allowed to enter a mosque, was not allowed to fight for her rights. A man could have multiple women so that he could create babies, and babies were being born after born through the woman, because woman was the only thing that could create a person. So this is what the Muslims did. That is how the downfall came. That means कि वैदिक पीरियड तुम 5 पीरियड जेरे सन और डाउन पहले जेरे सन और डाउन कीता, वैदिक ने थोड़ा उठाया, उस तो बाद फिर 3 होर थल्ले कर दे गए वुमेन्स नो. Then came 500 years back. 500 years back, when they say Sikhism started, I want to make it very clear to you that Sikhism is just a word which is being used like Hinduism, Jainism. These are the ism being used. But Sikhism, its main thing is the Sikh, the Sikhi. Sikhi is not a religion. E palle banlo, this is not a religion. This is a concept, a thought process. This Sikhi is a thought process which Nanak had imparted in his documents, where he declared that मैं कोई धर्म नहीं चलान आया, ना मैं कोई धर्म क्रिएट कीता. He said, मेरा धर्म की है, my religion के, he created the universal religion, and OC सच दा धर्म. हुन सच दा धर्म बोलोगे तो तुसी बोलोगे जी सच झूठ बार दा सच बोलो. No, सच दा धर्म means such who has no end, no beginning. और ये सच है किथे? साडे अंदर. So that means such the Dharam is a universal religion which is in everyone. This is Sikhi. Sikhi talked about the oneness. He said that we are all pantheists. We are not monotheists or polytheists. Asi pantheist हाँ क्यों? एक रब है और एक रब सब दे अंदर वर्त रहा है. Equally, absolutely. सब दे अंदर वर्त रहा है. इको ही रब सब दे अंदर है. It has been declared in the documents of Nanak. Nanak educated us. Today, the whole universe talks about Nanak, or the whole universe. When the Guru Granth Sahib is also all the philosophies of all the gurus, they're all interconnected, because Jot nal Jot rali hai. Koi one soul now went into another soul. It is all the thought process which was carried throughout 250 years. This philosophy, this concept, these type of thought processes is called Sikhi. किसी भी धर्म दे तुसी हो, वो हिंदू हो, मुसलमान हो, सिख हो, but if you follow the process, the thought process of Nanak, you are a Sikh. This is the internal journey. This was the time when 500 years back, जो प्रचलित सी, नानक ने उस time इन्हां चीज़ां नूं enlighten कीता, the importance of a woman, the power of the woman. No discrimination between any creed, caste, male, female, no discrimination. क्योंकि सब दे अंदर वो जोत है. He was very powerful. His documents are very powerful. If you go into the Asa Diwari, he has done beautiful job. Excellent. We are proud. We are proud of our gurus. ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਾਣ ਹੈਗਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵਿਸ਼ਵਾਸ ਹੈਗਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ. He has created so many things for us. But then why today there is still dowry system, burning, divorces, then you will see socially abused, sexually abused, mentally abused. Why all this is happening? क्योंकि जो इतने साल हजारा साल तो जो चीज़ां प्रचलित सन, जो चीज़ां चल रही सन, the system that was coming up, or system is imbibed into the people's subconscious mind. इसी करके आज भी it is man dominating society. और अफसोस की गल ये है कि अगर ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਸਾਲਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਾਵਾਂ ਦੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਗਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਾਣੀ ਨੂੰ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਸਮਝ ਲਿੱਤਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਤੇ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ there would have been a transformation at that time. We have done it very late. That is why it is said that you have to read, understand, and walk on the path of what the Guru is telling you. This is the reason why we have all come down to this level again, even after 500 years, because Purana system, because you will see that we people have all different type of religion in India. Dekha dekhi we asi sare kar, because we say asi ikkathe rehna, so we have to do it. You have to learn to respect each other, but you don't have to follow it blindly. We stay in a culture where people and all are Hinduism, there are Jainis, there are Siddhar, there are all type of people. All have their own disciplines. They all have their own culture. But if they are having worth, why we are staying together? So we have to learn to respect. Respect doesn't mean that you have to do the thing. And rakhdi banne to asi bhi rakhdi baniye. Asi bhi rakhdi baniye. Sade pra bahut strong and sanu karange. What messages are we giving? But we did it because it is in the society. So we said we have to do it along with it. Because we are just respecting and we have to stay together. Stay together doesn't mean this. Stay together means that you have to learn to respect each other's culture. You don't have to follow it blindly, and we have been doing it blindly and just following according to what the old cultures were. Today we are all in a soup. इसी करके सानू कोई भी इज्जत नहीं मिलती, कोई भी ठोकर आके मार के चला जाता है. They throw us in one of the corner of the room. You cannot voice it. You cannot give your decisions. That is why parenting is going wrong. EQs are not becoming strong. इसी करके सारे रोगी बनते जा रहे हैं, सारे रोगी बनते जा रहे हैं. This is the reason. Now, according to the Gurmat, according to the Gurbani, today I would like to tell you one thing. This is something which all of you have already done. It's nothing new. But let us connect it to this. Today the empowerment, woman empowerment, let us connect it to this. Yesterday we spoke about a woman, the physical form of a woman. The physical, that is called the body conscious. How the body conscious, how the physical body gets ready and goes into a motherhood, and how she gets the powers. Now let us go down to the energies. इसी शरीर दे अंदर की हैगा वो एक वर्त रहा है, और इसी शरीर दे अंदर कौन हैगा? मन हैगा. According to the Gurbani, the Guru say, जेड़ा मन हैगा ना, वो स्त्री रूप हैगा. वो स्त्री रूप हैगा. Yesterday, Satvinder had told very nicely, there's no discrimination. स्त्री रूप हैगा मन. उन सब दे अंदर हैगा. Let it be a man, let it be a woman, let it be a child, let it be a Hindu, let it be a Muslim, anyone. सब दे अंदर मन हैगा. अगर सब दे अंदर मन है, तो गुरबानी कहती कि ये हैगा स्त्री रूप. मन स्त्री रूप हैगा. पर क्यों बनाया स्त्री रूप? तो गुरु साहब ने क्या कि तू एक दिन नाल एक मित होना है. You have to unite. तू वियाना है, तू पेक्यो जाके सोरे जाना है. Very beautiful analogy Guru is giving us. In many of the Shabad he has given. So what was he trying to tell? कि तेरा जड़ा मन रूपी जड़ा स्त्री है, द वुमन इज देयर, उसनू तैयार करो, तैयार करो। ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਨ ਰੂਪੀ ਇਸਤਰੀ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ ਆਦਮੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਹੈਗਾ, ਬੁੱਢਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਹੈਗਾ, ਜਵਾਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਹੈਗਾ, ਤੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਹੈਗਾ, ਤੇ ਔਰਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਹੈਗਾ, ਐਵਰੀਵੇਅਰ। ਉਹ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਮਨ ਰੂਪੀ ਇਸਤਰੀ, ਔਰਤ ਹੋ ਗਈ। ਤੇ ਯੂਨੀਅਨ ਕਿਸ ਨਾਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਸੀ? ਉਸ ਇੱਕ ਨਾਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਸੀ। ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਹੈ ਕਿਤੇ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੀ ਹੈ। ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਵਰਤ, because I told you we are pantheist, we are not monotheist. Being pantheist, that means ਉਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਭ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਵਰਤ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ। This is pantheist, ਉਹ ਕਣ ਕਣ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈਗਾ। ਸੋ ਅਗਰ ਉਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਵਰਤ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਸਭ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਵਰਤ ਰਿਹਾ। ਇਹੀ ਤੇ ਸੱਚ ਦਾ ਧਰਮ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਧਰਮ ਹੈ ਅੰਦਰ ਦਾ, ਸਭ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੈ। Nanak just made us alert. He triggered us. He gave us the path. He gave us the knowledge, the process of how to meet that oneness which resides in everyone. On bar the physical body, Shri de talte, let it be anything. A woman, a man, bachche hovan, homosexual, anything, but sab de andar man bhi hai, sab de andar ek bhi hai. Isn't this a universal dharma? Isn't this a woman in every man, in every human being? There's a woman inside. So what did the Guru teach us? That woman has to unite with the husband. Which husband? That oneness. Tadi sohagan banoge. Or banoge kinch? You have to empower it up. उस मन ਨੂੰ स्ट्रॉन्ग करना पड़ेगा, चढ़दी कला ਵਿੱਚ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਣਾ, एम्पावरमेंट करनी पड़ेगी। एम्पावरमेंट ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਬੜਾ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਨ ਹੈਗਾ ਨਾ, ਉਹ ਦੁਆਗਣ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਉਹਦੇ ਕਿਤਨੇ ਕਿਤਨੇ ਨਾਂ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਗਏ, ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਉਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਬਈ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਤੋਂ ਵਾਂਝੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਤੋਂ ਵਾਂਝੀ, ਉਹਦੇ ਗੁਣਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਵਾਂਝੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ। How many sessions we have been taking throughout this 1 year? All is the empowerment of this man. Is man ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ empowerment ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹੇ। ਅਗਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਮਨ ਨੂੰ empower ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ, so what will it say? How do we empower the man? Why the man? Because it is a stree, is a woman, woman empowerment होएगी। Why it is law of the woman? Because of the vices, पूरी उम्र ठोकरा ही खाते रहे हैं। Let it be anyone, बच्चा, let it be a male, let it be a female. Today it is for both the genders. पूरी उम्र ठोकर खाते रहे हैं, विकारा में खेलते रहे हैं। Now we have to strengthen these muscles. How do we strengthen the muscles? These are the classes which we have already taken with the Rabbi Gun and the laws of nature. ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, तो what do? We increase our EQ. ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਮਨ ਨੂੰ ਤਗੜਾ ਕਰ ਲਿੱਤਾ, ਇੱਕ ਸਪਿਰਿਚੁਅਲ ਮਸਲ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਟਰੋਂਗ ਹੋ ਗਏ। ਜਦੋਂ EQ ਸਟਰੋਂਗ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਦੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਪੈਦਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ? ਸੱਚਖੰਡ। ਸੀ ਦੀ empowerment। ਇੱਕ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਣ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਉਹਦੇ ਗੁਣਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੈਣ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, this is the empowerment of a woman. On which base? On the energy form. This is universal woman empowerment, universal woman empowerment. Yesterday we did the empowerment of a woman on the physical level. Today we are doing the empowerment of a woman in the spiritual level. और अगर ਅਸੀਂ create कर लेता, तो when we have created that energy of heaven, we have traveled from Taramkhand to Sachkhand. ਅਸੀਂ ਧਰਮਖੰਡ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਗਏ। Now, when we have fixed up, we have completed our journey, we have empowered the man, ਉਸ ਇੱਕ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਮਿਤ ਹੋ ਗਏ, ਸਚਿਆਰ ਹੋ ਗਏ। With this empowerment, let it be a physical form of a man or a woman or a child or an old person, anywhere you go into the universe, you will respect each and every soul. ਧੀਆਂ ਭੈਣਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨੂੰਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੱਸਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਵਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਭ ਦੀ ਕਰੋਗੇ, ਨਾਲ ਪਿਓਾਂ ਦੇ ਵੀ ਭਰਾਵਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਭ ਦੀ ਇੱਜ਼ਤ ਕਰੋਗੇ. This is the universal woman empowerment. ਅਗਰ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਇਹ ਸੱਚ ਦੇ ਧਰਮ ਨੂੰ ਫੋਲੋ ਕਰ ਲਿੱਤਾ ਤਾਂ ਸਮਝੋ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਮਨ ਨੂੰ ਇਤਨਾ ਤਗੜਾ ਕਰ ਲਿੱਤਾ. Go into the field of education, in relationships, family affairs, educations, marriage, society. You go anywhere. हमेशा चढ़दी कला विच रहोगे. You will have your values with you. The virtues and values you carry with you, that you are the torchbearer. You become carrying all these with you. So when you're carrying these all tools with you, you can imagine where life is going to be. But one thing remember, don't think life is going to be an easy journey. There are going to be hurdles coming. But this torch is going to help you to cross all the hurdles very, very gracefully with all your virtues and values. This is the empowerment of the spiritual woman, which resides in each and every one. So you can say that yesterday we covered the physical form. Today we have covered in the spiritual form. That is the soul form. That is the man. I hope I've not gone over your head, because this is something which I've already done many times. I want to be very, very, you can say, to the point, easy, which we can digest and which is very important for us to know. Agar main tonu 10 gallan kitiyan about the religion, we need to know how it started, where it stopped. But after being stopped by now, still continuing. Why? What is the reason? Because we have been practicing and blindly following the society without understanding. क्योंकि ਅਸੀਂ ਬਾਣੀ ਪੜ੍ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ. ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਾਣੀ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਸਮਝ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਔਰ ਉਸ ਮਾਰਗ ਤੇ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ. ਅੱਜ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, yes, we are a big soup and we have to get out of this soup. So today I've covered up both spiritually and you can say the physical form also. From tomorrow, I will start in 3 sessions in which I will try to help you how to empower one by one. We are going to empower ourselves, because how to empower, there are already, I have taken about 7 points and I will be taking those 7 points in the 3 days. I will give you details how to empower yourself and how to empower yourself as a woman. Stand up for yourself, say no to people, think positive, empowering thoughts, choose to be a warrior, not a victim, take care of yourself, only surround yourself with people that empower you, treat you as an equal, empower others and give back. Empower yourself and empower others. I will be taking in the 3 days, all of them. So be prepared. It will be very simple, very to the point I will be talking, and a daily routine jo ho gaya hai. ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੂਮਨ ਪਾਵਰਮੈਂਟ ਲੈ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਤਗੜੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਓ, ਕਿ ਆਦਮੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਗੱਲੇ ਪੈ ਜਾਓ. Please, this is a very, very spiritual and a very pious knowledge. So it is very, very important for us to understand this step by step. Hanji Arvinder, I think you can continue with the questions.
Women are the largest untapped reservoir of talent world over. Let's not wait for a pandemic to unleash our hidden talents. Let's just flower and bloom every single day of our lives. For now, let's flower with our Q&As. Questions da silsila shuru karte hue. Pehla sawal hai Bhua ji. All said and done, most men, not all, but most men get intimidated by confident, powerful women. They feel endangered. So is this training, this parenting, it should be done at a very early age so that men learn to respect and accept empowered women without feeling that we are hindering on their domain. So don't you think this training, this parenting should go side by side, especially in families where there are male and female children both?
Yes, it should be done we already done in parenting, that we should be doing as earliest as possible when the children are small. Now, there are people and all who think that this empowerment of a woman, that they are trapped, they are very happy with seeing those type of things. But, when women and all are powering and they take their rights, they're able to take the step. At time what people call them bitches. There's what they call them, which I will be doing later on. But yes, in parenting, this should be done. This should be done because it is a need of the hour. It is the need of the hour. But if the result नहीं होता, अगर आदमी लोग सोच लें कि जनानी बहुत empowerment है ना, very soon you will see the result. Very soon. Life is a long journey. It will show you. It takes time. Hanji.
Bhua, I'll just finish with the next question before we address our hand raises. Why women in the first place empowerment? Why do we just keep sitting passively waiting for somebody to come and empower us? Why can't we feel motivated ourselves?
Yes. Because we do not feel motivated ourselves because हाली तक साढ़े अंदर दी वो चीज जमीन मरी हुई है, वो मरी हुई है। जब तक दुख इतना हावी ना हो जाए, अति ना हो जाए, we do not take steps. ये लेके चलो। जब थोड़ा थोड़ा दुख आंदा है ना, तो we are also actually enjoying it. For example, मैं शोधी actually is very juicy for me. So मैं शोधी I'm enjoying it. But जिस दिन ठोकर पई ना, जिस दिन बर्दाश्त नहीं होया, then you say how they will start. इस करके we have been दबे हुए that we are not able to. We have got into a habit. It's become into a habit. When voice भी कटनी होवे ना, our voices tremble. It's because we are not ready. But just then, कहते ना जबरदस्त ठोकर पई ना, फिर तो जागृति हो रही है ना, आज पै रही है ना, साढ़े को जागृति हर जगह पे हो रही है, आज हो रही है ना, आज सारे दुखी, वो कहते ना अति होगी दुखी, देखो मौत आई, सबने क्या गया, पहले तो ऊंच नहीं सी, मौत आई गया, तो सारे ने क्या जी अपने रिश्तेदार बुलाओ, माँ प्यो दादा दादी सारे नाना नानी सारे नु इकट्ठे कर बुलाया ना, सारे नु इकट्ठा कीता ना, सारे sitting on the tables now. एक saturated time आ जाता है. This will also only come just then we are saturated. Hali we are not saturated. Hanji.
Bhua ji, let's address the hand raises first. जी राजवन जी, अपना सवाल रखो जी.
भुआ जी सत श्री अकाल.
सत श्री अकाल जी.
दो क्वेश्चन है मेरे कन्नी.
हाँ जी दसो जी.
मेरा बम नहीं है, मेरे कन्नी बम है कोई. अच्छा पहला क्वेश्चन है कि ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ वैदिक काल ਸੀਗੇ और सतयुग हो गया, महाभारत हो गया, उस टाइप वुमन दी पद नीचे होगी. हाँ, मेरा ओपिनियन भी कलयुग इज बेटर देन दो युग्स. उस टाइम women were literally being purchased by acharyas, rishi, munis, rajas. They were purchasing women. आज तुसी कलयुग वुमन परचेस करके दिखाओ, जेल के अंदर चले जाओगे. अच्छा ये तुसी दसो. दूसरा क्वेश्चन है कि व्हाट इज ब्रह्मचर्य, ब्रह्मचर्य क्यों रखते हैं जब हाँ जब पता है कि रब दोनों चाहे, बोथ आर इक्वल, फिर ब्रह्मचार्य क्यों रखते? ब्रह्मचार्य का थीम की है, ब्रह्मचार्य का फायदा की है?
सी पहले तो जी तुसी क्वेश्चन पूछे है by about the, what was the first question?
First question was during the Vedic Kal, Satyug, Chapta Yuga, Mahabharat, Ramayana, women were being purchased by Rishi, Munis,
Yes.
Rajas, all. They were literally purchased.
Aren't today girls being purchased? Aren't today girls being purchased? Do you know about the scams? Become alert.
They are not purchased.
Definitely it is decreasing, but it is still being purchased. Being sent overseas is still being done.
There might be loopholes, but allowed
But why? Because at that time, according to their belief system was what? कि जदों तुसी मंदिरां विच चले गए हो, तुसी कारबार छोड़ दिता, तुहाड़ा खाना भी काटे, तुहानू खाना भी देना, आराम भी देना, सब कुछ देना है, because all the body needs it. So they said a man also needs sex. So they got the dasis into the mandir. That was their belief system. That is how dasis came into existence. But it is definitely going down. But now it is going in which way? It's going in a more modernized way. Kuriyan purchase kitne de baar sab detiyan. This is happening.
Oh, the scam hai na.
The scam is there. No, this is reality. This is reality. We have to face it. This is what we are trying to stop. This is why we are trying to stop. That is why we are making everyone alert the importance of womanhood. We are making all the genders realize the importance of it. Because now also it is still going. Beshak it become less, but it is still going, but in a different way. होते हो ही रही हैं.
वो चीज नहीं ना रही जो पहला से.
नहीं, but जाते रही हैं ना, होते रही हैं. Because this was a belief system. It was a cult. It was the way the people had their own system of thinking.
But the population wise, it is very less. So the population सीता और percentage ज़्यादा था. ये भी है ना.
What was your second question?
Brahmacharya.
Now what is brahmacharya? Brahmacharya means grast vich nahi rehna. Grast nahi. Now what did they think? Ki kaam, krodh, lobh, moh, ahankar. We have to control all these things. चले गए ये पहाड़ां दे ऊपर. बुलाया गया सी वापस कि उत्थे जाके तुसी काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, अहंकार नू नहीं कंट्रोल कर सकते, तुहानू ग्रस्त विच रह के करना पेगा. So they came back. So some of them brahmachari ban gaye कि at least lust nu तुसी control करिए. But lust is not the physical lust. The lust is in the man. Lust has different meanings. Brahmachari te ban gaye ho. If we ask someone and we tell them, why did you not get married? No, we don't want to get married. Let it be X, Y, Z. Do you think that the metabolism of the body is going to stop? Do you think so? Rab di diti cheez koi control kar sakoge? It will be more or less. But you cannot. That is a gift of God which has been given to every person. That is a physical metabolism. So this is a wrong concept. कि ਅਸੀਂ ब्रह्मचारी बन के तसी can control कर सकते. That was the reason.
ये मैं कुछ concept सुनने सीगा कि ब्रह्मचार्य तुसी पालोगे तो तुसी वीर्य बचाओगे and it mutates into energy.
That's an energy. Yes. People believe that we become very strong. We become very strong. Very strong. But today, if you go to the medical science, they say that if you are very weak, you're very upset, very stressful, then break your brahmacharya. Break it. So these are all educated. So that is in our belief. We believe what our guru has told us. We have to stay in the grass. Everything has to be controlled and channeled. Lust hai, channel. ये थोड़ी है कि रोज ही पढ़ो,
हाँ, सिखिज्म नहीं
बच्चे
मानता ना
पैदा
इसको।
करने, that is what Sikhi says, that is what Sikhi philosophy says.
एक एग्जांपल सीगा, हाँ, जब अंगद देव जी लेना गुरु नानक ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਣ ਗਏ, ਮਿਲਣ ਗਏ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਘੋੜੇ ਤੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਸੀ। ਉਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਖੇਤੀ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ, ਗੁਰੂ ਰਹਿ ਕੇ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਗ੍ਰਸਤੀ ਦਾ ਜੀਵਨ ਜੀ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ। ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਜੀ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਚੱਲਦਾ, ਤੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਗਏ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਥਾਨ ਤੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ, तो गुरु नानक जी कितने, कहते मैं ही है। और पैरी पड़ गए, भाई तू मैं तुसी मेरे गुरु हो, नहीं तू लेना है, तू लैण वास्ते आया। हाँ, तो ये थॉट प्रोसेस बहुत ही अच्छा सीखा था। ये सिखिज्म का यही तो मतलब प्लस पॉइंट है, यही तो।
See, Rajwant Singh, I'll tell you one thing.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
We are talking about the empowerment of the woman, the empowerment of the universal woman empowerment कर रहे हैं सी. These are all the stories of what philosophies, what are the concepts, the thought process of Nanak. So let us stick to the empowerment.
सो के मंदा के जब में राजा नानक देव जी तो वुमन एम्पावरमेंट किया।
Yes, empowerment की, that is why let's stick to that part. Empowerment किंच करना है और किंच होना है। हाँ जी दसो जी। हाँ जी
जी पॉली जी। अनीता जी अपना सवाल रखो जी।
हाँ ठीक है जी।
अनीता जी अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ जी।
किसका? हाँ वो अपना लगा।
हाँ जी अनीता जी।
cannot hear you अनीता जी। Cannot hear you.
हेडफोन द माइक, हाँ माइक ऑन करो जी। ओके, विल कम बैक टू यू अनीता जी, विल कम बैक टू यू। पुष्पा जी अपना सवाल रखो जी। हाँ जी पुष्पा जी।
हाँ बुआ जी।
हाँ जी।
I wanted to ask you that to get empowered, or if we are trying to be empowered in a very positive way also, we need to be very self-sufficient, na? Like we have to be independent, na?
See, yes. Yes, when we have empowerment, because we will be doing in the next 3 days how slowly we are going to empower ourselves. We will be doing it. Okay. But yes, when we are empowering the movement, we tell, empower की करना होता है कि भाई अपने घर से किन संभालना है, अपने ब्याह, अपनी मैरिड लाइफ में किन संभालना है, बुजुर्गों को किन संभालना है, बच्चों को किन संभालना है, सोसाइटी को किन संभालना है. This is how we are going to tell you. So if, for example, a woman who is a single mother, so we have to empower that woman, that you have to sustain yourself, you have to work. मन ਨੂੰ ਤਗੜਾ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸਦਾ. We will not be little. So we will be doing on the next 3 days of how to empower. We will be doing it.
Okay, thank you.
जी अनीता जी, हाँ जी अपना सवाल रखो जी।
Voice is not there.
Anita ji, unfortunately, we still cannot hear you.
Put your message into the chat box then.
Chat box which palo या earphones निकाल दो. Okay, you can put it in the chat box till we can move on to the next question. Vaji, a lot of challenges are faced by women these days, no doubt. And prime among them are domestic violence, sexual abuse at work, marital rape. So a no means a no. Why is it so difficult for the male species to understand this?
Because in mass, we have not approached this problem. In mass, we have not. Maybe some few, 1, 2 of them who must have said this. Otherwise, In mass, we still have not practiced this out. Ki no means no. I remember there was a case with me, and I put it out into the public. I said, no means no. You won't believe, those males, they tore me apart. They tore me apart. That how can you say that no means a no? We need, a mass voice. हाले तक गिने चुने एक दो ही होंगे, और अगर किसी ने नो कर देता तो लड़ाई झगड़ा हो गया, तो डाइवोर्सेस तक पहुंच गए एंड सेपरेशन हो गई. That is why we are coming on to empowerment. कि how to handle these things. Lives the which ups and downs आएंगे, hurdles will come. But we have to empower, maybe in marriage life, husband, wife, they ठोकर ठाकन होंगी, बच्चे ना होंगे, सस सहुरे ना होंगी, society which होगी, there will be. We have to empower of how to handle these people, how to handle. Una the gale nahi pehna, but we have to have those tools. That is why I told you today, the spiritual woman empowerment. The spiritual woman empowerment, जो सबके अंदर है, बेशक that is a man, that is a female, that is a child, or कोई बुजुर्ग है, everyone. So today we are imparting this knowledge to everyone, even to the males. Don't think it's only the woman. अगर आदमी लोग भी empowered हो जाएंगे, they will learn to respect the woman. एक तो दो तो चार, it will spread. But we have to take our own responsibility. Maybe just 30-40 people are on the platform. At least let us take the responsibility. Hanji.
Hanji. Anita ji, you can try once again.
सत श्री अकाल भुआ जी.
सत श्री अकाल जी, सत श्री अकाल.
भुआ जी, मैं ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਨਾ ਫੋਨ ਤੇ. ਹਾਂਜੀ ਭੁਆ ਜੀ.
ਹਾਂਜੀ 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 ਦੱਸੋ.
मैं अपने आप में बहुत ज्यादा वीक समझती थी, पर हुन ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸੈਸ਼ਨ ਅਟੈਂਡ ਕੀਤੇ ਨਾ, ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹੀ ਹਿੰਮਤ ਜੀ ਆਈ ਆ.
ਕੱਲ ਹੋਰ ਤਗੜੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਓਗੇ, ਡੋਂਟ ਵਰੀ. 3 ਦਿਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੜੇ ਤਗੜੇ ਕਰ ਦਵਾਂਗੇ ਅਸੀਂ.
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ.
ਮੈਂ ਹਿੰਦੀ ਬੋਲਾਂਗੀ, ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬੋਲਾਂਗੀ, ਡੋਂਟ ਵਰੀ. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੱਲ ਇੰਜ ਕਰ ਦੋ, ਮੈਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬੋਲਾਂਗੀ.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਥੋਟ ਭੇਜ ਦਿਓ ਨਾ, ਮੈਂ ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਸਲੇਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਹੁਣ ਤੇ ਹਿੰਦੀ ਚ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੇ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਮੈਂ. ਹਾਂਜੀ. ਕੁਝ ਹੋਰ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮੋਟੀਵੇਟ ਕਰੋ.
3 ਦਿਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਝ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਏਗਾ, ਡੋਂਟ ਵਰੀ. ਖਜ਼ਾਨਾ ਪਿਆ ਹੈ. ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਬੋਲਾਂਗੇ, ਹਿੰਦੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੋਲਾਂਗੇ, ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੋਲਾਂਗੇ, ਤਗੜਾ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ.
ਉਹੀ ਹਜੇ ਵੀ, ਪਰ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਹੁਣ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਹਲਕਾ ਫੀਲ ਕਰਦੀ ਪਈ ਆ.
ਓਕੇ ਓਕੇ. ਹਾਂਜੀ. We'll try from tomorrow. Be alert. Paper, pencil ਲੈ ਲੈਣਾ. I'll give you the points. ठीक है. Okay जी.
जी अनीता जी, थैंक यू जी. जुड़े रहो इन सेशंस ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਮੋਟੀਵੇਸ਼ਨ ਆਏਗਾ. ਐਂਡ ਪੀਡੀਐਫ ਅਸੀਂ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, so you can go through the PDF also ਜੀ. ਹਾਂਜੀ ਭੂਆ ਜੀ. We should be treated based on our ability to contribute, based on our skills to add, not based on, but some women do use their gender to move ahead. So the onus is on the women also. Why blame only the men always? Isn't it true?
Yes, absolutely true. Absolutely true. जैसे कभी कहते हैं ना कि women cells are made. I'm talking very bluntly today. Women cells are made. Why? For the protection of a woman. But again, today, women are going to become heavy and misuse it. Sorry, where are the men going to go? If today women have gone out to work, they're empowering them to sustain themselves. ਤੇ ਕੱਲ ਉਹ ਸਹਿ ਚੱਲਣ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡੇ ਹਾਂ, ਸਾਡੀ ਆਈਡੈਂਟੀਟੀ ਹੈ, ਸਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਬਗੈਰ ਹੋ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦਾ, you and I earn the same thing, ਨਹੀਂ ਚਲੇਗਾ, ਨਹੀਂ ਚਲੇਗਾ। This is where we are going to empower you people ਕਿ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੋਚਣੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਇਹ ਸੋਚਣੀਆਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੀਆਂ ਚਾਹੀਦੀਆਂ। So it is very important. Yes, you are absolutely right. Absolutely right. Yes.
Ji. So basically what needs to be changed in, like, say, the next decade? Because on one side, we talk of crystal babies, we talk of millennium teenagers, and yet we talk of empowering the women. Both are contradictory.
See, the millennium babies, the crystal babies, the indigo babies, these are all the babies, Jinnah, they all DNAs have been opened up. There are 6 sets of DNAs, out of which we call it, there are pairs of 6. That means when they open up, they are 12. All of these children, indigo, crystal babies, the millennium babies, all of their DNAs are open. That means they are going to be very stubborn, very dominating. They want answers. They will not proceed without correct answers. They are going to be very aggressive when they do not. Now you see, to seek answer na do, you see the reaction of the children. These children will get, it is not their fault. गलतियां साड़ियां कि 80 लोगों को साढ़े को जवाब ही नहीं है, साढ़े को जवाब ही नहीं है, क्योंकि it is because of our ignorance, we did not educate ourselves. इसी करके when we did the last chapters of parenting, I told you, educate yourself, educate yourself. Bring up to ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੱਕ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਐਡੂਕੇਟ ਕਰੋ, ਥੋੜੀ ਥੋੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਰਹੋ, ਗੱਲਾਂ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਰਹੋ, go into your Google, find of information, ਪੜੋ, ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੇ, because ਅੱਗੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਲਣਾ ਹੈ, ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੱਡਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ, ਕੱਲ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿਆਹ ਵੀ ਕਰਨੇ, all these things in life is going to come, how to handle, so we have to be educated. Children are going to ask you all type of questions. ਅੱਜ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਲਓ, ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਮੀਨਿੰਗ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ, ਜਦੋਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵੀ ਡੋਂਟ ਨੋ, ਪਤਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਦ ਤੱਕ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਟਾਟਾ ਬਾਏ ਬਾਏ ਬੱਚੇ ਕਹਿ ਦਿੰਦੇ। Why? Because we have not educated ourselves. So first we have to educate ourselves so that we can give answers to these babies. These babies are not going to listen to us until they get the correct answers. It is not their fault. Their DNAs are open. They are very aggressive. They're going to be very destructive, very dominating. You give them the answer, they will be focused. So it's not the fault of the children. So somewhere we people are learning because of the children. Hanji.
Yes, absolutely true. We can squeeze in one more hand raise. Ji Lakhvinder ji, apna sawal rakho ji.
Hanji, Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh. Been enjoying listening to you. Ek thoda jiha tangent te gal karni chahanga. Connected to the issue, of course. You know, over the time देखा गया कि ऐसी बच्चों को पढ़ाओ, job कराओ, empowerment, women's liberalism and all that. The Western world showed us, and वो थोड़ा ऐसी overboard चले गए. In the sense कि कुड़ियां को जरूर पढ़ाना चाहिए, जरूर they should be empowered to take a job is required. पर in the bargain ऐसी भूल गए कि एक natural scheme of things है. In a family situation or even in a living together situation, तो ना दा एक role जो है which is nature gifted और रब ने बनाया है. ते असी we should also, while we teach the children the Guru Nanak philosophy, और असी आप भी समझ रहे हैं, in the bargain असी जड़ी अपनी basic ethos है ना, जे कि एक lady is a homemaker, a girl is born to be a homemaker. असी the power of a woman in the home, without which home cannot run, एनो होर enlighten करना चाहिए. Homemaker is not something lesser than a fellow making money.
Yes, absolutely right. Yes,
critical. It is critical, and to the society has to be repeatedly hammered that they should be taking pride in being a homemaker. और जो पढ़े लिखे young couples हैं, the man is easily happily taking the role of with pride. I am the homemaker, my wife is earning, no problem. इस मैसेज में थोड़ा जा और थानू प्रचार करना चाहिए कि house maker is as important, if not more, than the guy making money. So anyway, they should feel empowered just being at home. pursuing their hobby, running up the house. थोड़ा ऐसे aspect थोड़ा और इन्हों reinforce कर सकते हैं अपन, is what I'm trying.
Yes. This is the most important. This is actually the most important. क्योंकि आजकल the time की आ गया कि कुड़ियां नु पढ़ाओ, बेटी को पढ़ाओ, बेटी को बचाओ, बेटी को पढ़ाओ. This has become okay. It's very good. But then what happened? Because I had a discussion in one of my sessions and they asked me, then what should we do? I said, see, look, with what trend? बच्चे नु बचा लेता, बच्चे नु पाल लेता, no discrimination, कुड़ियां नु भी पढ़ा लेता. But कुड़ी दा कार सजाना, कार नु चलाना, बच्चे पालना, that is she has been blessed with it. That is the strength of a woman. But in the bargain, what happened? उन्होंने तो इतना पढ़ा देता, जिन mothers होंगे ना, वो कुड़ियां दिया, वो कहने बच्चे पढ़ लो, पता नहीं कल तक की time आएगा, you must have an identity, कल कुछ हो भी जाता है, you have something to fall back on, please have your identity. ओ आइडेंटिटी बोल के ऐसी कुड़ियां नु जब विआह देन दिया कुड़ियां कहंदी आइडेंटिटी तो तू आज मेरे सामने तू कमाया 1 लाख ते मैं कमाया 1.5 लाख. So where do you stand? And then what happens in this bargain? The girls stop looking after the house because they are in a rat race. So the parents asked us, then what should we do? Auntie, come here, फिर क्या करके बच्चों को पढ़ाई नहीं? I said, no, बच्चों को पढ़ाओ. It's a time education. पढ़ाओ. तो फिर कहते फिर पढ़ाओ तो फिर ए प्रॉब्लम आएगी. ऐसे पढ़ाओ बट मॉरल साइंस सारे टाइम ते हुंदी सी आजकल मॉरल साइंस क्या
खत्म हो गई है.
हुन कुड़ियां नु स्पिरिचुअलिटी दे विच educate them, make the EQ strong, let them work on that part, let that one subject be there with all the subject. अगर ए subject पुना बच्चियां दे नाल रहा so they will be so well empowered, the EQ will be so strong that when they will become wives, in-laws, husband, bache, you will see you'll handle all situations very beautifully.
Yes.
And even if you go into a working place, that power that you have increased in your man, that EQ, that woman empowerment in spirituality way, तुसी कार भी संभालोगे, society भी संभालोगे, कम कार्य संभाल, but minus ego.
Absolutely.
आजकल कुड़ियां ते सिर्फ बैठ के क्या सी कमानियां, उन तुसी भी आ जाओ, तुसी भी भांडे तो वो तो असी ये करिए. I'm sorry, a woman has 24 hours job.
Yes.
Which never can be. मजा तो तब है कि a woman is always a multi-talented.
Yes.
Yes. ते बैठ के ते 4 चीजें बना सकती है, ना टेबल लगावे, ना आवाज भी देवे, ते भांडे सब कुछ कर सकती है. She is that talented. They would have used her talent, no. She's gifted. She's gifted. Guru Sahib say you are gifted with this woman empowerment. एक बच्चा पैदा कर दिया तुसी अपने थन को दूध देंदे you have made your very blood into milk. थोड़े का इतनी power सी, you should have used the power multi. Go and do the work because you are educated. To sustain a family you have to do, but manage it in such a way, in such a graceful way that family is not to turn. Egoism the fight now way. Divorces ना हो जमान. कुड़ियां कमन चलो जी नहीं हो चलो पेके कर चले मामा ने कैसी identity आएगी. This is what's happening. This is misuse. This is misuse.
So वही मैं कह रही थी कि the image of a homemaker needs to be highlighted more and more.
Yes, definitely.
It's a very important part of life. Homemaker.
From tomorrow we will be doing. Assume kal 10 din lagenge how to empower, how to look after and to look after that.
Thank you.
That is why today I touched the spiritual woman empowerment.
Correct.
Because that empowerment, let it be a man, let it be a woman, let it be a child, everyone. This is universal. Hanji.
Thank you.
Hanji.
Thank you.
Let's not misuse and abuse the power given to us. We are running short of time, so I would request Rajwan ji, अपना सवाल quickly रखो जी.
अरे मैं गल कर रहा था बंद. 2 मिनट बंद. हेलो.
नहीं hanji दसो.
हाँ जी. सत श्री अकाल जी.
सत श्री अकाल जी. हाँ जी.
एक गल मैं देखी है और कई एग्जांपल्स भी है. ਜਦੋਂ ਇੱਕ ਕਪਲ ਚੋਂ ਇੱਕ ਔਰਤ ਚੜਾਈ ਕਰ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੇਲ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਦੇਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਿੰਦਾ. ਹਾਂਜੀ. ਤੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਮੈਰਿਜ ਕੀਤਾ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਸੁਖੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ. ਹਾਂਜੀ. ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਔਰਤ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਸੁਹਾਗਣ ਮਾਨਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ. ਔਰ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਈ ਸੁਣਿਆ सब लोग गलत भी सुने पर इस तरह औरतें क्यों कहती है ऐसी सुहागन का जीवन जीना चाहते हैं, सुहागन की मौत चाहिए कर।
So that is their belief system. That is all the belief system.
अच्छा अच्छा।
This is all the belief system. We should rise above all these things. We should all rise above.
अगर ये सही है कि औरत चली जाती है तो आदमी अधूरा रह जाता है और फिर उन्होंने।
See, I'll tell you something.
हाँ जी।
उसी के अंदर when औरत goes away, आदमी अधूरा रह जाता है। तो गुरु साहब सानू क्या, what are we empowering you? We are empowerment की कर रहे हैं कि you have to be a whole in yourself. In yourself. अगर तुसी whole हो ना तो automatically जनानी है जनानी नहीं है फिर भी चढ़ती कला विच रहोगे. You will handle everything very beautifully. We are empowering you to become a whole. That's what we are going to do. Hanji.
Thank you.
Hanji. We need women at all levels, including the top, to change the dynamics, to make sure women's voices are heard and heeded, not ignored and overlooked. We meet again tomorrow for our third session on women empowerment. Thank you so much for joining in. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa. Vaheguru
Ji ki Fateh.
Fateh. Fateh ji Fateh.